Shadows here, like always, to give you Star Wars Rebels Season 3 episode An Inside Man. Oh dear, fuck.
And I'm Grand Admiral Wolf, of course. And this time, my appearance here and my presence is not an honor, but a necessity.
We have a traitor among us. Yeah.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a traitor here among us. And I don't mean in our room, but I mean in the episode. Exactly.
Now,
We have two things to discuss here. Mainly like two things.
yeah.
First one, we have Thrun. Sorry. We have Thrawn back, and this time he's badasser than ever.
In short, this time he's no more Mr. Nice Chess.
Yes. That's my line. But still, okay, whatever.
I had to do it.
You get it. Yeah? They get your point. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second thing is, like I said, we have a traitor among all of us. Well, more precisely, the Empire. But you still get the idea. Yeah. Because in this episode we find out who finally the Fulcrum is, which I had theorized. For a very long time, since even before the season 3 started. During the episode, if you remember, when they were stuck on one of the moons of Geonosis.
Yes.
And
especially
since that moment, I predicted that somehow, some way, Agent Cullis is going to join the rebellion. And now in this episode, we finally have it revealed.
And not only that, we also find out here that he was the one who let Sabine Wren go at Imperial Pilot Academy.
Yeah, everybody knows that because that's what he actually did personally.
Yeah, but there we didn't know that he's the Fulcrum.
No.
We have only theories who might be, and now it is finally confirmed.
Yeah, it's finally confirmed in a hard way. Let's just put it that way. But overall, the entire episode, in general, what do you think about it?
This episode was a bit different than others, but was.
Oh yes, indeed. For me, it was way more darker.
Yeah, I can especially agree on that one. Is much more darker, and the throne here is shown in its true colors.
Not only that, but we can definitely see that
he stopped playing games with others.
He stopped playing games with the rebels. He stops letting them go. At the end, he did let them go. Well, technically they escaped.
Which is part of his strategy.
They escaped.
Yeah, part of his strategy.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is he didn't literally let them go.
Like before
with his command, but they escaped.
Yeah.
And of course, the rebellion on Lothal, they come there to pick them up and everything.
Yeah.
Even if they almost killed them by. But because they thought that the enemy is in those 80s.
Yeah.
But the one thing
that's a good thing that 8080 is so robust.
Yeah, but the one thing that didn't actually know is that the 8080s that actually dock. Because if you see from the original movies, they don't dock. The only thing they do is just walk.
Walk and crush everything around.
Crushing, destroying, firing up and everything. But in this episode,
it was like docking.
They dock. They try to dock and crush them. When they were on the walkers.
With weight, yeah.
Yeah. So, but overall, before we get to the episode and everything, but the one thing we can agree was that this episode
was much darker.
Yeah, it's
much
more darker tone, especially when it comes to Thrawn, and trying to strike down the rebellion. Because this episode, like I said, he had enough to let him go. He had enough. We can definitely see that.
He got serious.
Even if few people will say that he, somehow let them go, but in fair enough that they actually escaped.
But before they escaped, this time they escaped under fire.
Yeah.
Not before when okay, stop. There's no need. Let them go.
Yeah, but the one thing also I can say is that in this episode, Thrawn was exactly how I pictured him in the Thrawn trilogy, the Heir of the Empire, in the Legends book. He was in this episode. He completes. He really complete me. he delivers what I've been waiting for a very long time. I mean,
his true personality.
Yeah.
In short.
yeah. So I really can't wait to see much more in the future.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
How you know?
How they will develop him.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, like I said, the entire episode of Inside of the Inside Man, or should I say the plot of the episode,
Yeah.
it was the rebellion coming to the weapon factory on Lothal, and trying to steal the secret, the top secret new information when it comes to
New Imperial
the
designs.
new imperial weapon. Which at the beginning, here's the thing, at the beginning I felt like it's gonna be the Death Star, but then at the end, we find out what actually was, but at the end I was thinking like, maybe it will be like too much obvious, it's about the Death Star and everything.
I doubt it
because if it has to be something with the Death Star, it has to be connected with Geonosis.
Yeah,
because that's
and
why,
revealed on Geonosis.
yeah.
Because as we know from original trilogy, especially in the Clone Wars, we can see that there the plans were made and delivered. From
Yeah.
Count Dooku to Sidious.
Yes,
Later.
that's true. That is true. And speaking of Geonosis, because after this mid-season finale is done, we returning back. I think that the episodes are
Year.
returning. Yeah, after the New Year. I think they're returning in 7th of January, if I'm not mistaken, with Ghosts of Geonosis, which I can definitely assume it has to be something to do with Death Star. But we'll talk about that later. Later in the future.
Yeah.
But
Back to point.
Back to the point, like I said, the rebels, or more precisely Ezra and Kanan and Chopper, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, those three, get together, on the weapon factory on Lothal, trying to get, information about this new weapon.
This guy
They were designing and everything. Also, in this episode, I said we have old characters coming back, which is not only the Imperial officer Yogar Lice. I know if you remember him. Because he appeared a little bit, in season 2 and 1.
An older relative, friend of.
Yes, the
Ezra's
farmer.
family.
I can't fucking remember his name right now, but yeah, I remember the farmer from season 1,
Yeah.
which
Was.
yeah, which was like he was literally introduced in the episode, and they kicked and they eliminated him
By
in
blowing him up.
after like a minute or something.
Yeah.
Because like when they met him, they tried to get information. They tried to tell him, what they find out about the factory. About having connections there. That they're disabling, or should I say, break. The walkers, the TIE fighters. So they
And
can
here the
work.
throne destroys their plans.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, so we saw him there. Then they went undercover, and then right away, Thrawn, like.
Because this time he's
He's
serious, and as he says, I want you to test our new weapons personally.
Yeah, one by one. And if all of them, are broken, then you'll be broken too.
Yeah.
And I mean literally,
Yeah.
really broken. Yeah. So overall, also one thing I really like is again seeing like Kanan Jarrus and being disguised as a stormtrooper. I actually really missed that. Since I think it was since season 2, when they were like the last time was I think it was he was disguised as a stormtrooper when he was with Captain Rex, I think.
Yeah.
Was that the last time?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
it was like when they were going to free Ezra on that top secret.
That was the last time. That was
when we saw our friend we saw in the
Wrong
Step in the
Titus.
Shadows, Wrong Titles. Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, yeah, I was really actually.
We kind of missed that.
Yeah, I kind of miss it. So I'm really happy to see him
But
again
this
as a
time-
stormtrooper.
Imperial Command here, at least for me, it's complete. Governor Price, Agent Callas, and of course,
Thrawn.
the daddy of them all, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And the one thing I really like Grand Admiral Thrawn, especially in this episode, is because when he was like, he was really trying, the rebels to piss them off, or I don't know if it was trying to piss them off more, or like, scare them, so they can shit their pants, because in a way, because at the beginning when it was like, when he was talking to the workers and everything, I almost had a feeling when he was like going very close to Ezra. I thought it was. I felt like it had that feeling like
He would recognize him from.
Yeah, and he would take off the helmet.
Yeah.
He is the rebel. Capture him.
Because actually, as you can remember, if not, then we will, that Ezra and Thrawn met each other during on Operation Ryloth.
Yeah. Hera's heroes.
Yeah, Hera's, yeah.
When he
Stun Ezra.
stunned him, yeah, with the ray gun. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also the one thing, don't forget to mention it. We finally have, the scene where Thrawn is studying the art.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Art.
I mean, that was the most beautiful. They depicted truly exactly like in the Thrawn trilogy of the Legends books. I mean. I was so happy to see it, when in the way how he didn't have he had the remainder of the Phoenix Phoenix symbol there.
Symbol
he
of
had
rebellion.
he had the Temple Guard helmet. He had the picture of Ezra. He had Hera's portrait of her family.
And some writings of people.
What?
Which one of the crew members of Ghost belongs to.
Yeah. I can't get it really in my head right now, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Also,
this scene was pretty was center.
Yeah, but
almost center of the whole episode.
Yeah, but here's the one thing. Did you
And
also notice?
personality.
Yeah, but did you also notice something about Mandalorians there? That if you remember the picture of the guy in disguise, he was looking as very similar like the Imperial Guard from Darth Sidious, and with the Mandalorian sword,
Yeah.
which also means he's trying to study Mandalorians, or more precisely Sabine, more precisely Sabine. No, but also of course their culture, but still it was. That picture, I also remember it from the Clone Wars, and I really, really glad, to see it there.
Me too.
Yeah. So like I said, seeing him studying, the one thing I really like about the scene is when Thrawn said, like, Yogurlice, I can't remember actually what rank he had. I think I don't know if it was captain or commander, whatever. Would you can send me about this, about the Phoenix, poster, and it was like, I don't know. Rag or something, I actually I don't know, and it was like Agent Callus, when if you don't give him the right answer, okay, next,
next
okay,
student,
next, Agent Callus, what do you think about that,
Yeah.
and of course Callus explained, but in the way how Thrawn described it, that the rebels, are somehow very well connected, on the Lothal, and they were always coming back for everything, and it was beautiful. It was really beautiful in the way how it was described. Very, very
enlightening.
Well,
illuminating is.
Yes, for Thrawn. But what I'm trying to say is, they really depicted that scene, very, in details. That's what I really like.
And what is also excellent with this scene, this scene shows pretty much the basic what Thrawn is when it comes to studying the foreign art and culture.
Yeah. Also, the one thing also we don't forget to mention is Agent Callus.
Yeah.
Yes, because in this episode, finally have a confirmation he is Fulcrum. Which, here's one thing. Maybe you will not agree with it, but because in the way how he was acting and everything, you can definitely assume that he's literally like holocron. Holocron. Fuck. I mean Fulcrum. And even the one. Also speaking of Agent Callus, I really like when Zeb at the end said like, Carabast. I think I accidentally recruited.
Yeah.
When they were together on the moon.
Yeah, we didn't kill each other.
Yeah, but they didn't kill each other. So somehow we stayed friends. A little bit and everything. But the one thing, but also the other thing is that I really like is Callus understanding the true face of the Empire. When
slowly, when stepping aside. But now we must.
From that moment, when Thrawn killed the farmer.
Yeah.
I mean, Callus understands that. In the beginning, when if you remember when Tarkin ordered the Grand Inquisitor to decapitate, those two officers.
Yeah.
So even as soon as at the beginning, he understood, trying to understand, who the Empire really is. But now I think like okay, this does drop. I'm getting out. I'm getting to the rebellion right now.
Yeah.
I mean I know, but here's one thing. What if Agent Callus he eliminated the real Fulcrum and took his code? Took the code, tried to get closer to the rebellion, until the right, by under I don't know maybe Front's orders, so from his orders, so he can, try to get a little bit more about, the Ghost Crew, the rebellion, where they are, what they're doing, all that, trying so they can defeat him. What did you think? Did you ever follow about that?
In some way, yes, but I would prefer to wait what will be revealed in the next part of season 3.
That may be true.
Yeah.
I mean, for now, all the people, for now,
So
you
for
could
now,
definitely
I recommend patience. Patience.
yeah. What I'm saying is, a lot of people say, we literally have, Callus as Fulcrum, he's with Rebellion and everything,
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe that's not true because, like I said, for me, it's just one theory I had, since
We will see how they will
the
develop.
first time I
next.
saw the episode. So
We'll see where they will develop it next. And here comes a little, quite a comics relief scene when.
comic.
Yeah.
You said comics.
Comic relief.
Yeah, but
comic relief scene where Ezra simply throws Callus into the room.
no, let's go. Let's be gentlemen. Go one piece right now. Okay. Okay. So first, Callus pretending like the rebels are the rebels are there. Try to to attack them and everything. And of course, they pushed him. And he hits the table and everything. You could have warned me if you're gonna do that.
Yeah. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? You
Yeah.
want to make it real? Then real it's going to be.
Yeah.
Real it is. So overall, they get information about the secrets and everything, which also the one thing I really like is about Callus is when Chopper when he said your droid trusts me,
Yeah.
and even with Ezra counterattacking him by saying that's actually not a very good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or where Callus acknowledged that Chopper is quite much more efficient than Imperial droids.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, first of all, I always knew that the Chopper was a very special droid.
Yeah.
Just like I said with the same thing with R2-D2.
Yeah.
But still, you get the idea. So also moving on. After getting information, now we get the comic part. Which we try to explain is, when Callus said, well, all right now I have to do is make this pretty convincing.
Yeah.
I said, okay, sure, no problem. Phew!
Yeah.
And then he just with the force,
With the force.
he pushed him through the table, and he was like, Ezra, what? That looks convincing. Yeah, but I was going to do that,
Yeah. Relax.
Relax.
Now he's out.
on our side.
You
So
have plenty of time.
yeah, you have plenty of time to do, how much time you want, That was pretty funny, like I said, wow, that was
which reminds me
convincing.
something like between relationship between we saw in the previous episode between
You mean
between this Mr. Piggy
as Morgan and
as Morgan, Honda and Naka with a little piggy in the box.
Yeah.
Something
Well,
like that.
it's almost different, but yeah, I think
The point
I get
is the
it.
same.
Yeah, I get the point. So overall, the entire episode, I mean, it was simple, but the containment in it, the revelation, and the information at the end, when they found out about this new TIE fighter, which is the TIE Defender.
TIE Defender?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, do you know what the TIE Defender is?
Yes, TIE Defender is a brand new generation of Imperial TIE fighters with shields.
Yeah,
which
but
is much more faster, and according to my knowledge from Star Wars Emperor War Forces of Corruption Thrawn's Revenge mod, which is from the Legends, I think. There are several generations of TIE Defenders with shields, which are some are piloted with humans, and some are piloted automatically with AI.
Yeah, but you have to know that the TIE Defender, the first time was mentioned in the video, the first time the period was in one of the at the beginning when the Star Wars video games were coming out. I can't remember the name of the video game right now, but I remember it because I played the video game, and there was also the TIE Defender, So somehow, I mean, video.
It's the first appearance
Yeah,
of
but
information of TIE Defender in canon.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think that, you know, when it comes to video games, I know if they put them also in Legends or it's something like in between. You know, I don't know, but the
Everything
thing
is possible here.
Yeah, I mean, everything is possible when it comes to Star Wars and everything, and you know, in the world of Star Wars. But still, still, what I'm trying to say is, I'm actually really, you know, satisfied, you know, that they brought, you know, the TIE Defender into canon. I mean, like I said, there were only blueprints, you know, but still, you know, it's a very good beginning.
Yeah,
it's
a very good beginning. Yeah.
So yeah, so overall, also the one thing is, I wanted to ask you, do you think Thrawn knows Kalas's fulcrum? Because if you remember, Thrawn said like, you know, they might have helped, you know, someone from the inside.
Yeah, you know, the last scene.
Yeah, you know, when he said like, you know, maybe one of them, or one that they didn't see it coming, you know, so a surprise, I like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so do you think that Thrawn knows that Fulcrum is Agent Kalas, or should I say Agent Kalas, you know, helped them?
I think Thrawn suspects. We have only suspicion, which is not. How we know, Thrawn is not so hasty, act on suspicion like Governor Price would act to chase after the unknown.
You could definitely see that Governor Price doesn't. She doesn't know that it was Agent Kalas. You know, she doesn't know. The only thing she at the end that she said, you know, was like, you know, like all the officers must be, you know.
And here comes Thrawn with his calm, cool personality.
Like, please, you know, like take calm, you know,
chill,
chill, lady.
Hasty.
Hold your horses, lady.
Yeah, hold your horses, yeah.
Hold your horses, lady. Come on, you know, like, you know, don't worry. We have to wait. We have to wait until he finally shows up again, and then we'll set him a trap. You know, everything will be fine.
To our own advantage.
Yes, and in the way how he said at the end, is it right, Agent Kalas?
Yeah.
You know, like, isn't it right? A little bit, like a little piece
pause.
of seconds, you know, a little piece of seconds in silence,
yeah.
and then Agent Kalas, you know. From them, I really had a feeling that maybe Thrawn already know that Kalas was the one who helped them.
The memorable quite the end of the scene is Kalas's expression.
Yeah, like, you know, he might be screwed. He might be fucked up. He might get
maybe
fucked.
Busted.
Yeah, he maybe get he had this like this facial expression like, okay, maybe I'm busted.
Yeah.
So I always had, you know, this question like if Thrawn like really knows if he already knows that Kalas is the one or he doesn't, you know. But still, you know, we're gonna find out.
We'll see.
We'll see.
He only suspects.
But the one thing is, like I said, I had this discussion before, you know, like who is gonna be the one, you know, that's gonna die, you know, at the end of season 3, because like I said before, you know, we definitely gonna see someone, you know, very important die.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, or is a member of the Ghost Crew, or a member of the Rebellion, you know, or a member of the Empire, I don't know. But the one thing is, when it comes to the Ghost Crew, the main character that I think is going to die is Zeb, you know. So if Zeb is going to die, I want him to die, you know, along with Agent Kalas in battle, or when it comes to Kalas, because I do have a feeling he's going to die at the end. I know, I'm just saying.
Kalas probably, especially if he's busted and he has to cover the escape.
If Kalas dies at the end of season 3, they can only I want to see him, you know, die only 2 ways, or with Zeb in battle, or 3, or sacrifice himself. Or 3, Thrawn killed himself personally.
Or even which is also a possibility that he and Zeb kill each other. Kill each other to death.
Suicide.
No.
In battle. That's what I said. I mean, if you mean in battle, that's what I said. You know, they both die in battle.
Yeah.
Like brothers in arms.
Not only brothers in arms, but against each other.
No.
Thrawn gives him an ultimatum.
Yeah, I mean, if Kalas, you know, played them for fools, you know, all the time, you know, all this time, you know, but in a way, I don't know. We'll see if that is true. But if he is with the Rebellion, I want him to die in 2 ways, or with Zeb in battle, or Thrawn kill him personally.
Or when we mentioned the Rebellion, our good old friend Rex.
I know. For him, I'm not ready to see him die.
Me neither, but if he had to die, then it probably would be best that he died for the hand of the Darth Vader.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I really don't know. You
We'll
know,
see.
I mean, it will be really awesome. You know, it will be really cool. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do that. You know,
We'll
I
see.
don't know. I don't know. Even if you have to remember that Rex doesn't know that Darth Vader is anything.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. We'll
so
see.
overall, I
We'll
think
see.
we're done.
We are down. We have to just give the point of it. That's all.
Okay, so overall here in them. So like I said, the episode was very simple, but when it comes to Revelation, Thrawn's character,
And much darker.
and, you know, and the tone, it was way more darker than all the like past episodes that I saw.
Past
So
episodes.
overall, here's the crazy thing. Overall, I'm gonna give this episode mostly because of Thrawn and his character, and he had much more scenes, because we both know when Thrawn is in the episode much more than just 2 scenes, he steals the show. So overall, I'm giving
raising the quality. Of the
yes.
episode.
So overall, I'm giving the episode 5 out of 5. That's my real, that's my last decision, the only decision, 5 out of 5.
Mine too.
This episode really deserves it.
Mine too. Same opinion, especially.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything rated high. Everything rated the revelations, Thrawn's personality, true personality, other darker side, his the scene, especially the scene when it comes studying the art and trying to understand your enemy.
Yeah.
And in the end, the end scene when he says that he will no longer play his own game, but he will wait for the mistakes. He's not so rushy, but
Yeah.
there's just a few components that rate which is for me reason to give rating of this episode 5 out of 5, which really deserves it. Really deserves it in any point. It's not
Okay.
an award, but it really deserves a 5 of 5.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. So 5 out of 5 for me.
5 out
And
of 5 for me too.
okay, so here we are done, ladies and gentlemen. Read the video, comment, subscribe, give 4 6 what you personally think about the entire episode, what you think about Thrawn, what you think about the farmer's death, what you think is gonna happen next. Do you think AJ Kyle is gonna die at the end of season 3 alongside with Zeb, or alone, being killed by Thrawn? Give me all personal thoughts for the entire episode and all of our discussions. Drop your like, I would appreciate it. I know about him.
Same here.
Okay, fair enough. Drop us a like. We'll appreciate that, you
Yeah.
know? So overall, here we're done. Laura Shells, like always, signing off.
Rat Ammo Wolf, signing off as always.
See you next time. May the force be with you.